What's up, YouTube? It's Thorin Bradley. I'm sure you probably don't recognize me without an axe in my hands, but I'm the guy who's usually splitting wood very frivolously on the internet for views. But what you probably don't know about me is I have a master's degree in exercise physiology. I'm a former NCAA division strength coach, and I love to fucking work out. And this is my home gym. I'm gonna give you guys a tour today. We're gonna talk about the outside. We're gonna talk about the equipment. We're gonna talk about what I have left to do to finish it completely. Then I'll send you guys on your way. Let's go. So the craziest thing about this project is that I almost quit on it 2 times. I went to some other companies that I felt like they were kind of taking advantage of the fact that I had never built a steel building before. I was overbid by a long shot on the first one, and then even worse on the second bid. So I kind of got discouraged. I felt like maybe the project was just never going to happen, and I didn't have enough help to talk to someone, no give and take to talk to someone to really get through the project in a smooth way where I felt like it was transparent. It seemed like everyone was kind of hiding too much from me, so I gave up. Then about a month went by, and I found this guy on TikTok, of all places. His name is Jake. He owns a company called NorCal Steel Buildings, and he does a lot of custom projects. So he was able to not only show me transparently and take me through the whole steps, but we were able to do things way differently. So I'll tag him, and I'll put his YouTube right here in the description. He was way more inexpensive than everyone else I talked to, but that's not really why I chose him. It turned out it was because he was able to do something like this. Now if you check out the building, it's a lot more unique than the typical steel building because it has a little bit more character. We got the badass copper siding here for that nice touch. The door isn't super big. I didn't need it to be, but it's big enough to obviously bring equipment in and out. We got that black sort of setback here in this bay, and then obviously 4 lights here. They can change colors. They go with music. I can control them with a remote. We got these sets of lights here, so we have even more on the very front with that nice overhang. And again, if you look at underneath there, you can see that the soffits, those are called soffits. Just learned that when we started building this project, but in the soffits you can see copper again, so it kind of has this continuous vibe that it goes throughout. And then I'm just going to show you guys one more thing on the outside. I love this building a lot. It feels like it was sort of just dropped from a spaceship into the forest, because obviously where I live is the forest, and I love that feeling. I love that it has all this nice flat space around it, because I did all the tree work to clear this out to make sure that it was ready to put this beautiful steel building on. So let's check out the side real quick. This is what the rest of the building color is white. We still get the beautiful copper soffits underneath, but the white is to keep the building cool, because the sun really hits in this angle, so you're getting a lot of sunlight against the sides of the building. So we chose white roof. I'm not going to go up there, but white roof, white siding. Building will stay cool in the summer, and it's insulated, so win-win, win. Boom! Obviously, it's a little bit overkill for a home gym, which is exactly what I wanted, but it's not ridiculous. It's still modest in size. Obviously, if interests ever change in life, which I don't think they're going to, I could turn it into a shop of any kind, but it's beautiful. I'm going to do a quick tour for those who don't have all the time today to watch the whole video. We're going to run through the building real quick. Then I'll talk a little bit more specifically about the equipment. Then I'll send you guys. So first, let's walk around 360. We got cable machine. You guys know, if you know me at all, I fucking hate this machine. It's horrible. Do not buy one. Do not buy one. I need a new one. But obviously it's good enough for now. Gets the job done. I will be replacing it as soon as possible, but I'm just grateful to have one. I bought it, but let me know if you guys have any cable machines that you really prefer. I don't even like functional fitness cable machines. I want one that's just 2 uprights. Put it in a different location, but anyway. Hack squat. I came across this one, bought it on Facebook Marketplace. It's an amazing hack squat. It's old school, hits the quads perfectly. Everybody needs one, and it's a great place to do sissy squats. Everybody can do sissy squats already, but one of the beautiful things about hack squat machines is you can do your sissy squats destroyed right now, so I just worked them out. But you can do your sissy squats, get your knees over toes going, and have the nice supports and added weight of a hack squat. So this thing is multifaceted. Next, leg extension machine. I got this nice one because what a lot of you might not think about, you ever been to a gym that's very busy and the leg extension machine has a single arm that sticks out, and because so many people use it, it starts to bend over time. Then you have a pad that doesn't match the left and right leg. Yeah, I hate that. So these old school leg extension machines had the beam down the middle. So obviously it's not going to tilt ever one way or the other, it's always going to stay even. And this one has a nice layback kind of vibe to it, so you get a deeper stretch at the bottom of the movement. Here next to me, I don't need to get into it, seated hamstring curl. Now for any of you who have only one choice, I only had one choice, I don't have enough room to do a lying hamstring curl and a seated hamstring curl here. If you only can pick one, get a seated hamstring curl. You get more hamstring work out of them. There's 3 muscles in the hamstring, you'll hit more of them with that. Now, this is a unique machine. This is from my time as a strength and conditioning coach. I was able to come up on this cool thing. I know it's weird, it looks crazy, it's kind of ugly. I'll take that loss on the looks because of what it can do. So check this out. It's called a bear squat. It was made for really tall guys to be able to do vertical jumping with loaded weights on the side, so you can jump inside of this machine. It's not what I use it for. Check this out. I can do weighted shrugs without my forearms getting tired. I can do my calf work very easily, so it's like having a standing calf raise machine. And I can do step back lunges with a flat foot, step back lunges with an elevated toe, and I can obviously do a nice deep squat. So, don't always judge a book by its cover. There is a reason why I have this machine in here. It does a lot of different shit. And when you have a home gym and you're limited on space, it's not a giant facility. I mean, I love this size, but this is not a giant facility. And if you're limited on space, you gotta have machines that can do more than one fucking thing. Okay, this one needs to be replaced. Lat pull down, heavy duty. Notice how tall it is. Heavy duty lat pull down machine. I do need a new one. We'll talk about that at the end of the video. Dumbbells. Don't have room for a whole wall of dumbbells. We got more machines that have to go in here, so I have these Nuo bells. These are cool because when you rotate the handle, you can go all the way up to 80, which is pretty good. You know, I'm really good at dumbbell movements, so it'd be nice to have something all the way up to hundreds. It is what it is. For now, I'm just gonna have to do heavy barbell work when I wanna do heavy stuff. So, again, Nuo bells, they go up to 80 pounds. Let me make sure it's 80 and not 85. 80 pounds. I wish they were a little bit heavier, but still, for a home gym, 5 to 80 pounds, that's a lot. Let's move on to this side. Now, this is a belt squat. If you're interested in what the hell this belt squat's all about, I've already done a review on it. It's very good for the price, but eventually I'm gonna have to replace this belt squat. This is for squatting on days when either your lower back's hurting you a little bit or you've already deadlifted. Maybe you don't want to axial load right after a deadlift. So this gives you an option for still heavy squatting without having to put a barbell on your back. So that's nice. But again, I will eventually be replacing this when I get the money, but this has really served an awesome purpose. I'd be happy to sell it to somebody, you know, for a few $100. Just did its job. I don't need to make money on it or anything crazy, but I would love to eventually save up a little bit and get the Rogue belt squat because that's as good as it gets. And they're cable driven, so they have a little bit more multi-purpose use. This next one, easy, TRX. If you don't know, you need to. Even if you're a bodybuilder, even if you're trying to get jacked, even if you don't give a shit about being functional, you need one. They do a lot. I'm not going to get into the 150 different exercises you can do on these, but seriously, abs, arms, shoulders, recovery work, all sorts of stuff. They're amazing. Now this is just a dip bar. I use it for a few different things, but obviously for dips. Goes right into my squat rack. Pretty simple. It didn't cost more. It was just part of the squat rack, so that's nice. Kettlebells, obviously on the squat rack, I don't have very many, but I have the basics. I think 25, 45, 65, 105, or 100. I guess once everything gets to 100 pounds, it all feels the same. Texas barbell, it's old. It's the best barbell you can get for power work. I love Texas bars. This is my squat rack, a couple of little accessory bars. Smith machine. Most important machine in my entire gym, without a doubt. I love this one. I do not know who makes it. I bought it, again, this was a Facebook Marketplace special. Truly, it's the most important machine in my gym. You can do so much with the Smith machine. Underrated, you don't need to get into it too much, but it's the machine. It's also where I keep all my weights, so it's a giant weight tree as well. Flat bench, adjustable bench, and then we're gonna talk about a few more things before we get through all the equipment here. Everybody should get a set of rings, but I'm not doing any bullshitty muscle ups on there. That's not why I got them. I use rings for a shoulder-friendly pull-up. If you're always doing fixed bar position pull-ups, your shoulders are eventually gonna hate you. Your elbows are eventually gonna hate you. You need to have a more ergonomic option, and ring pull-ups are perfect for that. I also really like doing a straight leg raise for abs, because there's really not a better way to hit the lower ab than that, and it's nice and athletic, so it keeps everything cool. These are a staple. I do a lot of pull-ups on those, so cheap, inexpensive option for you. Great on the shoulders, keeps pull-ups in your life. Now, one of my favorite things about the building design, Jake came up with this idea. He set back these nice little, they're kind of like closets, but they're open. I don't need doors, obviously. They go all the way to the ceiling. I'll eventually put really tall, like library height shelves in them, but for now it's just holding all of my accessories. But you have to understand, as someone who likes to stay organized, I don't want this shit on my gym floor. I don't want it anywhere near the gym floor. I want everything to have a home. I want everything to go back to its place when I'm done with it. So this is jump ropes, this is bands, this is mats, this is clips, this is all sorts of stuff. But you have to understand how important it is for me, for most gym owners. Keep your accessories organized. You don't want this shit strewn everywhere. So I have the same thing on this side. You can come check it out. Right now it's just music and my Wi-Fi, but same thing. It's off the gym floor. I've got space for a little mini fridge back here. It's just, I know I'm not 100% there yet, but this is, I'm close. This is like 95% organization where I need it to be, everything being comfortable, everything being good. So let's talk about this. Now this is my only piece of cardio equipment in the whole building. I really only think I'm ever gonna need one, because it's just cardio, obviously. This is a Stairmaster, not to be confused with a stair stepper, which is like the rotating, almost like escalator of stairs that goes around. This is just two pedals that go up and down. I got this for like $100 2 years ago, and it's still going strong. It was used. People don't want them. They're easy to find on the internet because they're not hyped up. I'm probably gonna upgrade at some point, but I don't think I'll ever have a better cardio machine. Things like assault bikes would be my other suggestion. They're inexpensive, relatively inexpensive compared to a treadmill, and they're awesome as well. I will be upgrading this to just a better Stairmaster or stair stepper probably, but just so you guys know, when you see me get a nicer piece of cardio equipment, it will not be better. It will not work better. It will not make me sweat more. This is the pinnacle of perfect cardio equipment. I'm not even joking. I'm not hyping it up just to hype it up. So I will cherish this thing till the very last day that I use it, which is probably, gonna be this year. So it lasted 2 years. You could find one easily on the internet. They're that fucking good. It takes up almost no electricity either. Now, we went through the whole thing. That was the gym tour. I'm sorry I'm long-winded. I probably talked for way longer than you wanted me to. But now I'm gonna get into the grindy details of what I still have left to do and what I would like to do differently. All right? I don't know if I mentioned the windows yet. The one-sided windows, are one of my favorite features about this building. I was originally just gonna try, they're expensive usually to do. We found a steal on a bunch of extra windows on Facebook, and he was able to go back into the plans and change the framing for the windows. Dude's a master. Again, I will make sure I'm not paid, this is not, I mean, it's an individual business, but if you guys need a steel building and you live anywhere near the West Coast, seriously talk to the man, because he can sell buildings to anyone. He doesn't have to be the one who erects it for you. But anyway, one-sided windows so that I have more control over the lighting for making videos for you guys, for making exercise videos for my fitness app. It's important, so that's why I did it. But now let's talk about what needs to change in the gym, what I still have to do. So one, that cable machine needs to get replaced. It's absolute trash. I would not wish that cable machine on my worst enemy. It's almost tweaked me a couple of times. It's always breaking, getting stuck. That's getting replaced. What I'll end up doing probably is 2 cable towers this way, so they're not taking up as much space and I still have the center area, but 2 cable towers so I can do flies and stuff from each one. I don't need the extra pull-ups on there, so that'll be the replacement for that. Second change that I'm gonna make is I'm gonna add mats. I think we already talked about that a little bit, but I'm just doing mats to the back third of the building. I said I was gonna probably upgrade that belt squat at some point, not an emergency, that one's fucking awesome, but eventually I'd like to get the Rogue one with the cable on it. I just think it'll look good. I think it's a little bit more multifaceted, but the last thing, no, 2 more things, sorry. GHD, if you don't know what a GHD is, it's like a really functional machine that you can use for hamstrings, glutes, lower back, deadlift replacements. You can do reverse hypers on them. So anyway, a GHD is coming soon. That'll be in that back left side. And then lastly, you see that lat pull down machine in the back corner, the white one that says Samson on it? That's old, needs to get replaced. And they make them now where they have a low row at the bottom. So it'll be a lat pull down at the top with a low row at the bottom. And once I get those very few things done, because I already have the mats, this gym's finished. Then it's all just enjoying it for the next 15 years of my life. And then hopefully by then I get super deep into something that older dudes like to get into. You know what I mean? I don't know I probably will always exercise, but I don't know if this building will always need to be a gym. But yeah, the next 15 years are gonna be a lot of fun. Getting jacked, staying in shape, having a good time, helping other people do the same. So yeah, if you use my fitness app, Dose, this is the new place where all the videos will be filmed for exercises, for programs, all that good stuff. This was an amazing project. It didn't take that long. It went really smoothly. I had the help of a professional. I suggest you do the same, at least with the design process. I kind of always thought that steel buildings just had to look like garages. And unless you wanted to go above and beyond and have somebody frame it with wood and finish it like a house, I just figured you were kind of stuck. I wasn't about to spend $200,000 building something that was just going to be a gym for obvious reasons. So I was really relieved to find that this wasn't even possible, and now look at it, it's like, I don't know, I can't imagine needing anything more for a home gym. So that's it. No, swinging an axe is not my only form of exercise. Picking up logs is not my only form of exercise. I do lift weights, and this is where I'll be doing it from now on. You guys are awesome. I'll update you when I update this. In the meantime, I'll see you on the next video.